Okay, yeah. I'm just going to be making a video, and I will upload it to YouTube. I guess maybe I can make it public, maybe I can make it private and just send it to you. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I'm going to make a video and explain it with my voice because that's just a lot easier for me to do. And yeah, I'm just gonna start at the beginning because it'll be easier to follow along. So I'm in the first project where I have my two texts. And that's literally all you do in a project. Like, you just add your two texts and then you export your projects. Okay. Now that that's done, we're gonna go and import a new project with the video that we're exporting right now. Okay, so we're in the second project. We have added our video, and I have split the video and added keyframes because I'm making this video after I already did the transition. So I'm just going to be explaining what I did and how I did it. So yeah, so you can follow along. So I imported the video and I split the video where the text changes. And then I added a graph here and a graph at the end. And the graph at the beginning, I did not do anything with it. I just kept it at the default for like, I turned off uniform scale so you can do the width and the height. And yeah, now it doesn't work because I turned it off, but let me just go back. Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay, it still works. So, oh my god, stop! I swear to god, it's pissing me off. Okay. So, add a keyframe here, keyframe at the end, and for your second clip, add a keyframe where it starts, and a little bit different. Like, it's up to you how far you want to set the keyframes apart. But yeah, that's what I did. And yeah, let's just do the first clip first because, like, obviously. So the first keyframe, you just keyframe. You don't change any of the settings. You don't do nothing except turning off uniform scale to play with this, the width and the height. That's all you do. And then you go to the keyframe at the end of the first clip, and the scale width is supposed to be all the way to 0. I don't know why it says 1, but just put it to 0 and keyframe it. Then just click a keyframe, right click, show keyframe animation, and then I see this. You click right here where it says scale width to see your graph. Then you can click one of these, and then you can make, actually no, you click either this one or this one, and then you click on a keyframe, and then you should see like this line with a dot, and that's where you can make your custom graphs. You can drag the line, and then you also have a line on the other keyframe, but I made it all the way down so you can't see it. But it's there. So you can play around with the lines and make your own custom graph. You can make a mid graph, you can make an ease in, ease out, you can make whatever the hell you want. But this is the graph that I did. I made it go a little bit up so it like goes bigger and then it goes to 0. I think it looks good. In the edits, that's not what they did, but it's my personal choices, my personal like taste. If I was the one doing the edit, I probably wouldn't have done it, but just for the sake of this video, I did it. So yeah. And then that's the first clip. If you want to add a graph that is pre-made, you can add on this button. I think you know that already. But yeah. Second clip. We can just close this one. Second clip. First keyframe. Scale width 0. Okay. So it looks like a text opening. Second keyframe. Scale width 100. And then once again, you click a keyframe, right click, show keyframe animation, click scale width, and as your graph. This is the graphs that I used. I played around with the two lines with the dots, and I just made a graph that I liked. And then that's it for this project. Like, you add your graphs to the text, and that's it. And then you can go ahead and export your projects once again. Okay, so we're in our final project. I mean, for me, it's my final project. If you're going to do the entire edit, it's probably going to take a few more projects, but it depends on your own preferences. I mean, yeah, and on the amount of transitions you're going to be doing. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're in our final project. Let's just get this started. This last part does not require much. Like, this is pretty easy, but it's kind of hard to explain, so I will try my best. So, the first text, okay, we don't do anything with it, but when the second text opens, you want to add a keyframe before the second text is finished fully opening. Like, as you can see, after I place the keyframe, the text is still, like, opening. So that's what you want. You want to place a keyframe before it's finished. And then you want to place another keyframe. You want to make the clip smaller, and if you like, it's optional. You can add a little bit of a rotation. As you can see in the background, the yay text is a little bit rotated, which is what is usually done for this type of typography. So if you like, you can add that. If you don't, then that's completely fine as well. But yeah, you add the two keyframes for the clip, and let me see the graph. Okay, hello. Show keyframe animation scale. This is the graph that I used for the scale. Do I have a graph for the rotate? No, I don't. I don't have a graph for the rotate. If you want to, you can add a graph for the rotate. But I only have a graph for the scale, and this is what it looks like. It is really simple, but that's completely fine. Like, it looks good to me. So, that's it for the video. For the text, you want to add the text a little bit after the first keyframe. For me, I put the scale of the text to 5,000. And in order to do that, you scroll down to where it says scale. I don't know why I have uniform scale off, but just I think I'm pretty sure you can keep it at regular scale. But in the maximum of the scale for like this bar is 500. So in order to get it to 5,000, you just click besides it to where it says the percentage, and you can just type whatever number you want. I chose 5,000 because at 5,000 the text is out of frame, and that's what I like for this typography transition. I like my text to be out of frame at the beginning, which is also what I did in After Effects. And yeah, you put a keyframe at the beginning of your text, and like I said, the text is like after your first keyframe in the clip. And then your other keyframe is going to be a little bit further where the last keyframe of the clip is. So they're going to end at the same time. The text keyframes are a little bit shorter because it started later, but that's completely fine. Like, it still is going to end at the same time, so it's going to look good. For the graphs, did I add one? Scale width, scale height, rotate. I did not. Oh wait, I did add a graph. Never mind. This is for the scale width. This is the graph. Like, I don't know if the uniform scale is necessary. Like I said, I think you can just keep it at regular scale and don't have to turn uniform scale off. However, yeah, for me, I don't know why it's turned off. I don't know why I did that. I don't know if it's necessary. But if you want to, you can just do the same as me. Do that, but I think you can just keep it like normal. But yeah, this is the custom graph that I made for the scale width of the text, and that is literally all for this last clip, like for this last project. Yeah, this is just the way I did it, and I think it looks good. Not perfect, but I like it. And if you want to, you can copy my graphs. If you don't want to, then you don't have to either. It's just like an example, and you are allowed to use the graphs that I used in this video. Because, like, I'm not gonna make CapCut typography edits, so I'm just doing this to help you out, and maybe other people as well if I'm gonna post this video. But, yeah, I hope you understand. what I've been trying to explain. I hope it's like understandable, and I hope like this is a tutorial that you're able to follow along with. If it's too difficult to follow along with, then I'm super sorry. I really tried to explain it as good as I possibly could. But I don't do tutorials that often, so I'm not that experienced with it. But I tried my best, and I hope I was able to help you in some sort of way. And I can't wait to see your typography edits.